Hey everybody, I am so sorry. I am so sorry for the lateness. I know my guest had to take care of business and all that stuff. I didn't get the heads up or anything, but I'm glad you're here. This is your first time ever be on my Dear Talk interviews. Today I have Mother Farmer. So t- tell the people that do not know about you, what you do, how you start your channel, and how in the world you got that name come from.
All right, Mircofarmer. Well, I'm in here in Connecticut, grow zone 7A. Um, we have chickens, we have rabbits, we have fruit trees, and garden, red garden beds and stuff like that. Um, I'm going to be called I don't know if y'all can say it on YouTube too much, but how I became a YouTuber was due to the situations of America back in 2021, 22. So I know we can't use the word, so I think they still got us with not using that word or whatever.
Mhm.
But that's what I call myself. I call myself the C YouTuber. Yeah. So I don't know what word y'all can use in the YouTube. So I don't want to mess your channel up. So that's how I became a YouTuber. I had chickens and farming for 7 years now, and but I became on YouTube due to the situation that happened in America with the lockdown, and that's how I became a YouTuber. But yeah, I grow fruit trees, chickens, rabbits, yeah, and I grow a lot of other stuff too. But let's just stick this to a PG thing. But yeah, I grow a lot of vegetables. I'm more of an experimental gardener, um, and microfarmer. I got the name microfarmer because, believe it or not, the other YouTubers that was a homestead, because I'm from a homestead channel, I mean community, before a garden community, and it was like, won't you do a YouTube channel? But my YouTube channel wasn't really about gardening. It was more like life, just life, things
Okay.
going on,
Okay.
and yeah, that's it. So you got any more questions? I mean,
What
you can go
what
on and on
what that's it.
because
What
microfarmer
what
is multifaceted. It's not. I know my name, and that's what I tell a lot of people. Your name can mess you up a little bit
right.
because I'm not just a microfarmer. Yeah,
Who actually who gave you that name? Did you gave you that you accept the name or somebody else another person or the YouTuber gave you that name to say, hey, um what sparked that name?
me, because I was trying to look for a name because everybody has some nice names out there, and I mean how things people say how things are lucky, and I was like, well, I'm a small, because a farmer and a homesteader you don't have to have a huge, you don't have to have a huge plot of land to be a farmer. So I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm,
I'm considering myself a farmer because I
hmm
have chickens, I had rabbit, I had ducks at one time, I had ducks also. And I was like, okay, I'm small. I'm smaller than a homesteader because most where I come from, the homesteaders got 5, 10, 20, 30 acres of land,
right.
pigs, cattle. So I said, well, let me type up microfarm was available. Just like that. It was like one of those things, it was just available. And I was like, it rolls off the tongue real nicely. And it says everything, small farm, you know? And that's how the
What
name came about.
were you nervous when you started your channel? When you first started your channel? And second question is, did when you did, did you make your very first video or live was that you made is still on your channel or did you
Nah,
or
my first videos. This is my fifth time back to YouTube, y'all. This is my
mhm,
fifth. Um, Microfarmer was not the typical the name. I
mhm.
wasn't just microfarmer. I was more of what y'all want to call it, a hot wire.
Yeah.
And I mean, if people have known me and followed me, they know I go off. I go off with debates with people, even though I was a microfarmer, but it was really more of a life situations. And then when
Mhm,
I started my channel, just as I started my channel, something happened in America which turned us upside down.
mhm,
Um, and I don't know if I could say it here. It was the George Floyd incident. It was a George Floyd incident,
mhm, mhm,
and then it had this country a little divided situations, especially in our YouTube world. And I come from a homestead community. So the homestead community that I came from and people who found me was there was more of, I'm gonna say the word Caucasian people. There was more homestead. I was more of a homesteader on the Caucasian side. There are a lot of black homesteads, but I didn't find them at that time because it wasn't available for us to find, just like black gardeners at one time. It wasn't. Now we out there, like we out there, but when YouTube jumped off, really, it was hard to find black gardeners. It was hard to find black homesteaders because now we could find them like this, like that, but at one time you couldn't. And so most of the homesteaders were Caucasian. So when I came in, but how I came into YouTube was I was following homesteaders, but the homesteader people didn't know me by Microfarmer. They knew me by another name of a company's name that I own. So a
Right.
lot of people go, I don't know him by Microfarmer. Like who? I know him by something else. And some, people who've been following me for years know I came from another. A lot of people know me from my business name, not my Microfarmer. And because I never had video, I was a supporter. Like a lot of people who support our channels don't have videos. I didn't have videos. I was just a supporter under my company's name, from junk removal to power washing and stuff like that. I was always like an
Okay.
entrepreneur type thing.
Okay.
So, yeah. And a controversial person. I mean, I talked about certain issues in life, and some people didn't like it. I mean, well, some people loved it because it was off the rip. I was the guy. I always dubbed myself as the Howard Stern of YouTube. I will say some stuff out my mouth that some people liked it, some people didn't like it.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't have no filter. I didn't have no filter. That's you gonna go there.
So it's like unkind raw kind of business on YouTube. Okay, I get it. I'm saying. Were you when you start doing your videos or live, you ever sit down and after you get done with your videos or live, you run it back and say, hey, how and take note of your work or anything, and just like, oh, I did this, I did that. So do you ever like do the film study of your work when you do your videos and lives?
I was raw, uncut. What I said, how y'all said, I said what I said. That's it. I was just doing that. I was on that one at the time, and some stuff happened in the homestead community. Let me just run back some take because I always like to give people their flowers. Um, the first, and I'll say it because I don't know what's here, but I'm just be honest with y'all. The
Mm,
first black person to subscribe to my channel, a lot of y'all know him before he's big now. He's a big guy now. It was
mm,
Lead Farmer. Lead Farmer 76.
I want to
Lead
get
Farmer 76 subscribed to me when I had about 26 subscribers.
wait a minute.
So I always want
Let's
to give
hold
that
on. Wait a
homage.
minute. Wait. You said let's from 73? That was his
Yeah,
name.
yeah,
Okay,
73, 73.
got it. Okay,
Lead Farmer
okay.
73.
Uh-huh.
I
Got
only had about 26 subscribers. I was new.
him.
Lead Farmer, and the people y'all know him, and I met him in Georgia when I went to Georgia. Some people had said some stuff I said they thought I said about him or something. It was just nonsense, That's that drama, it came in life. Like y'all don't like that drama, and I took the drama, and I took the hook, sink, and all. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
and me as who I am, I was going off on people. I'm like, you know, and then after him was the other family. Oh my God.
I think I need talking about. I think I need talking about the three people that go live every Thursday, every
There's
Wednesday night.
another man. He's in Louisiana. His wife is a Filipino. What's their
Okay,
name?
take your time with. We got a whole hour, hour and a half.
Oh my God, I forgot his name. Just throw me off. But it was two of them, and I owe them homage because they gave me motivation to keep going. The reason why I have fruit trees on my properties is because of Lead Farmer 73.
Mm-hmm.
He was because I had some trees cut on my property, and he was like, don't replace. If you're gonna put some trees on your property, be trees to feed you. He said that in long videos. I mean, a while back. Now he got a whole lot of videos, but he was
Mm-hmm.
the one that started me putting fruit trees on. If I could put a tree on my property, it's gonna be a fruit tree, something to feed the family. That's how I got into it. But I come from the Lazy Acre family. These are homestead channels. You got Keep It With Dutch, Arm Family Homestead. You have Jason Crockett. You have these individuals that I was before when they were small channels. Now they're huge channels. Justin Rose, if people don't know that garden, that homesteader. Then you have the other guy. He was a fitness gardener. Um, he's another black man that's out there doing
Mhm.
things at homestead. So I come from the Lazy Acres family homestead, and then I evolved, and then one day I met Hands in the Dirt. I know y'all know Hands in the Dirt.
Yes.
Hands in
Yeah.
the Dirt and Nikki.
Ain't no
So
dirt.
Hands in the Dirt and Nikki, OCS chick. If some of y'all know who she is, um, we hooked
You
up and
did
we
that.
started doing the. First, it
You
was
did that.
me, Nikki. I think she could tell you when she first started. I was helping her because I was always that guy that come on people's lives and help them go
Mhm.
because I talk too much. Everybody say I talk too much, and they groomed me to where I had a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit of tact. A little.
Mhm. Right.
They humbled me just a little bit, not too much, but they humbled me a little bit. Um, and then that's how I got into the garden community through Hands in the Dirt and Nikki, OCD's chick. Y'all don't know who she is.
Yeah.
OCD's
Nikki,
chick is in Maryland, and Hands in the Dirt is in Atlanta, Georgia. And
that's me.
so
Now, boy.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, man.
so
But
that's me. So you have any more questions? Because
but
I was off the
I'm
chain. I was off the
oh
chain.
oh what let's go back to last farmer. Did last farmer give you any kind of advice to start your channel?
No, no, no,
The
no. He
impact.
didn't start my channel. He
Like,
inspired me to push the.
so
He
he
inspired
helped
me to
you to
keep
get your
going.
channel
Yeah,
going, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. He didn't help me. Lazy Acres Homestead. That's a couple in North Carolina, and like I said, keeping with Dutch. These are homesteaders. These are Caucasian homesteaders, and I was over there, and I was just getting traction, and you had um, you had so many people over there. Some of them
Mhm.
channels are gone now. You
Mhm.
have a lot of channels that was there. Garden State Gardener. I remember when he was small, coming up the deck. Um, he's not that far from me. He's about maybe an hour and 20-minute drive away from me where I'm at now.
Mhm.
Um, so I was more people like I don't know if you know Best Yet Journey. That's your journey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I
Yeah.
believe she's in North Carolina, South Carolina,
What kind of?
somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Carolina, well, yeah, North Carolina. And
Mm-hmm.
she was saying when I was saying I didn't understand how I got so popular, and Best Jet Journey was like, microphone, we come over here to see the dumb stuff that comes out your mouth because people just wanted to hear and didn't want to miss what came out of my mouth.
Right.
Um, I was like more of a shock YouTuber, like a shock jock, like
Mm-hmm.
Howard Stern. Like people just did not. I didn't realize it wasn't super drama. It was just the stuff that came out of my mouth. It wasn't disrespectful. It was never disrespectful to a woman. It was just like just things that other people wouldn't say or didn't want to say because they were scared of getting canceled. Y'all call it canceled now. I
Yeah.
didn't care. I didn't care, and that made my popularity go up. And I realized for any new YouTuber and any person that's doing YouTube, and I give y'all this advice: just be yourself. Just be yourself. When I changed myself, I think that's what hurt me more in my channel. When I changed, I try to comply to everybody else. Don't hurt nobody's feelings. You gotta be careful what you say. When I did that, that's when I went down.
Mm-hmm.
And it frustrated me.
Oh, you did. How long did it frustrate you when do you ever let's put it this way, when you make videos or anything, do you ever get let's say frustrated when someone come in your comments and say, hey, you need to I'm not gonna say it because
No, no,
it,
I don't know exactly. I can tell you who told me who taught me not to do that stuff. Hands in the dirt. He was one of the guys where hands in the dirt was, he's right. People would say he had slippers in his garden. Now he was walking around with something, and you'll get those people making comments in your video. And
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. I'm transparent. Now, if somebody would say that to me, I'll go off on them. I used to just go off. I would actually, I don't go around subliminals. I go directly to the person that said what they said, and I'll just air them out. And for some reason, people love that. But was it the right thing to do? Sometimes, and sometimes not. So there's people that's been in my circle on the YouTube that I have to pay homage. And that Hands of Dirt is one of them. Nikki is one of them.
Mhm.
Lazy Acre, Crazy at Homestead. Miss Andell, if y'all don't know who Miss Andell is,
Mm-hmm.
Best Yet Journey,
Mm-hmm.
Dorsha, her husband, Backyard Farmer. There is people, GT Jr. There is Karen Nay Garden in California, if y'all don't know who she
Mm-hmm.
is. There's a lot of people, I could say that kept me at bay for not going off on certain people, like, and I felt like, and I say this sometimes if people, I'm hope they watch this video. Some good advice is not always good advice for you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody can have some great advice, but that advice is not for your life.
I was about to ask that question that you just asked my question. What kind of advice you want to get to the people who want to start their own gardening channel and stick with it and that kind of stuff. What kind of advice you want to get to the young people, like young folks,
The young folks.
the young
Okay, here
people?
it goes.
I mean, not the people now, but the young
Okay,
people that want to start their
the
channel.
young people that want to start, just get
Yeah.
out there. It's not just. I know hands dirt always say just put some seed in the dirt. Get the basics right. When you get the
Mm-hmm.
basic, cow manure, topsoil, or some type of good bedding, raised bed soil. If you don't have great soil, then build your soil from the ground. So you don't have to actually dig in the ground. If you don't have great soil, you can put a cardboard box down and then go buy you some soil, some great raised bed soil, and build your soil. Put leaves and stuff in it, and don't be afraid that you're not going to get a successful garden. Do not judge yourself by other people's growth. Like there's some people out here that I see, and they're not telling you all the truth. You know, if you look at their garden looks beautiful, right? And it's like
Mm-hmm.
they not tell you the truth how they growing it. They give you just a snippet of their life. YouTube, you got to go through from anybody in YouTube. I don't care what genre you're in here. They giving you a snippet of what's going on. They're not giving you the whole back scene series of
The
what's
whole,
going on.
like the whole, right?
Yeah, so they're gonna only show you some. Most people gonna just show you the glory, the best of the best. Me, I'm gonna show you the bad, the good, and the ugly, and everything else in between that. And don't judge yourself by success of others because a lot of us gardeners, before we call, some people call, I don't call myself a master gardener. I'm just a gardener because
Oh, but look, I just told my audience on my main channel. I said the next person I'm going to talk to, he's the master, the gunner, because he always going live every time and showing everything. Cause
yeah,
I just put it in my notes. So I if I'm
yeah.
sorry if I put you at the master of the gardening, I apologize. So
No, now here it goes. Now there's a lot of people that reaches out to me just like you through emails and what. I'm not hard to reach, and there's a lot of people that watch my videos because I'm what how we call the young kids now, crash out. I'm the crash out gardener.
back out. Yeah, yeah.
I'm the gardener, and you tell me I'm gonna go out there and grow like CC Gardener, CC, and David Corey's garden channels. They challenge me to grow some watermelon. I know I can't grow watermelons in Connecticut like they can grow in Georgia, right? But I'm that crash out gardener. I'm gonna go try it. And I think people who watch my channel, who understand the channel is an experimental garden. If you tell me I can't grow something, I'm going to try to grow it indoors, outdoors. I got tropical plants. Now I know darn well I can't grow no tropical plants in the Northeast. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's going to cost me more to grow an orange in where I'm at than somebody in Georgia and Florida. You know what I mean? But I'll go for it. I'll spend $100. And I think a lot of people that follow my channel like that aspect about it is that I'm the crash out gardener. Like he's going to show you exactly what he's doing. There's no editing in my videos. I chop up my words. I can't. My English is not that great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not coming up here as a spokesperson. I'm gonna mess up some words. I'm gonna probably say it the wrong way. But you know what I meant. Like black folks, you know what I meant. And that's it. You just get the raw from me. And I'll tell any gardener that's starting, just go out there, get some basic knowledge of the soil and read the back of the seed package and give yourself a try. If you don't have a garden, you don't have a land, put it in a pot. Start out one plant and learn that. Once you learn how you're supposed to water, because a lot of new gardens, the problem is watering. If the
Mhm.
God give you the sun and everything else that you need, it's the problem is the watering. A lot of us will overwater or underwater a plant, and then we don't have success, and then we just give up. Don't give up. If it didn't work out, always have your backup seed or do something else, you know. And sooner or later, you're gonna be like everybody else. You're gonna be like, oh, I remember when I first started growing my gardens, and then you'll be able to do things like me. I'm not scared to go out and try a new seed at all. So
Kicking the roof. Drop Market Farmer's YouTube channel for serious because you want to know his YouTube channel. Drop his YouTube channel for serious, but you can actually you can find it for
who
find
who is that?
Kicking the roof is gonna drop your link for serious. So say serious want to know what your YouTube name was. So
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Microfarmer.
So I got my mind for you. I got you.
Yeah.
But what was the let's put it this way. What are the pro with the con of being a gardener? What's the pro with the con of being a gardener? And what the what's the hardest let's say thing what's the hardest vegetable or fruit yet is
The,
is
okay,
hard to grow. It's hard to grow.
for, for me, every garden has something they can't grow. And me, I can't grow collard greens to save my life. um, 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 I've been trying to grow Georgia collards up here. I've been trying to grow all kind of collards, and the only thing I say I was successful, thanks to K Renee Garden from California. She sent me the collard tree seeds, and she sent me some seeds from a company, and I grew those, and I'm having success with growing collard trees, not the
Mhm.
regular Georgia collard like you see. If you go to Hands of the Dirt, and them, they got them beautiful collard greens, leaves is bigger than two hands. You know what I mean? I can't
Mhm.
grow that up here. And then we only have a 120-day growth season anyway, so that's like what, 3 months. So that's the
What?
hardest thing is to be in a climate where we only have 100. Well, we have 130, right? But 30 of
Mhm.
those days is either rain or overcast. So we really got 100 days of growth season like Alaska. Because I'm in here in Connecticut. A lot of people might not know what Connecticut. Some people act like they don't know what Connecticut. We only 2 states. I'm only 2 states away from Canada. We only like 5 hours away from Canada. So we get that cold. Like we are cold now. We in like 11 degrees, man. Like
Oh,
so. Yeah.
that-
So I just talked to GT Junior from Alaska. I don't know if you're familiar with him. And he's telling me Alaska got 40, he's 46 degrees. I'm like, he's warmer than Georgia and North Carolina. He's warm at 46 degrees today. And we the highest I think we got at 29 today.
31. It's 31 in Georgia. It's
Yeah.
31 in
So
Georgia. Yes.
Alaska is warmer than us. So things are changing. Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well,
So
so when you start doing it, well, let's put it way. Does it take how often do you like how often do you grow your you do your be in your garden and making videos and stuff? Do you ever do you ever think about before you go live or video? Do you ever think what you gonna say to the people and then you know
I
what I'm
just
saying.
if it's something I want to say, and that's why I love the cameras we have now. I mean the phones we have right now. I just start hitting
Mm-hmm.
record. I don't write nothing down and say I'm gonna do this for this Thursday or Friday, whatever. Whenever I decide to drop a video, I'm gonna drop it. And people used to get upset because they like, you would drop like 5 or 6 videos in one day. And I just say I give stuff for people to go watch, like go binge watch when like the season now, everybody's in the winter. Go binge watch my videos. I put videos out not one, two, I put out 5 in a day back to back. People are like, I can't watch all your videos. You don't have to watch them all at once. I just put them out there so they be out there to get somebody to watch, like Netflix. It's just, when you scroll to look for something, you got some time off, go on, find me and watch some of them videos. Hmm.
So when you watch other gardeners, do you ever like take notes of their um their work and then and then when you write it down or you think about it and then make it your own kind of video and stuff like that.
No, I don't do that. What I do that I always tell people when I get into interviews or on their lives if I see something that like growing out the box, Lead Farmer, Hands of Dirt, Nikki, anybody that I see that inspires something I like, I would when I get on somebody's live, I'll talk about it to let them know that I'm watching, even though I might not comment or I might
Mhm.
not. Yeah, I'm always gonna hit a like button. I might not always comment because there's no need to comment sometimes. I know people get upset when you don't leave a comment in my on my thing. It's not that. It's just that it was nothing for me to comment. You remember that saying, if you ain't got nothing to say, just don't say nothing. Just
Right,
hit the like button
right.
and keep going. But when I do come on people's lives, I'll talk about those people like growing out the box. I watch growing out the box. I watch David Corey, CC, all over. I watch everybody homesteaders. I watch them, and I love it when I do see them in the chat or I do see them in the live. I do mention so they know I do watch them. And I always tell people I'm not no person in the background, which I call them people in the bushes.
Yeah,
I'm not in
bushes.
the bushes like that. If I see something, I'm gonna say something to you. I'm gonna be like, hey, I saw that video, I saw this, I saw that. And I think a lot of the YouTubers now are doing a great job of what they call sharing the people out. Because some people I don't get notifications. I know a lot of us were saying that we don't get Jarrett's notifications. We didn't get no. So when you have a good community, sharing out helps. It might not seem like it helps, but it gets if they put it on a like what you call I call it share out. Y'all call it
Share
shout
out.
out, share out,
Yes.
and it helps me to find people because a lot of people who just put it out there because I might be a subscriber to that person's channel. They put you out, but I might not be a subscriber to you. That's how I get to see you and get to know you and come in and subscribe to your channel because Kicking Roots, her and her husband stays on vacations. They stay on that cruise ship over there. You know what I'm saying? I want them to adopt my old body. Can I come along? I watch their videos. I watch how they work together as a couple. I love that. That's that they taking over Pat Poop. Well, no, let me. They taking what black love was supposed to be. They show you black love. They work together. They enjoy their life together. So I was about to say Pat Poose, the other person, maybe we're all but not that. But they show you that the wife and husband work together. She'll get out there and cut grass, and then they go and enjoy what they call it, labor, the fruits of their labor.
Yeah.
So they're not saying we super rich, but they showing you as a married couple, they do things together and they enjoy their life together, and that's what black love is for me. You work together, you try to push together. So y'all, they showing that, they showing us, they giving us a little snippet of their life to show that if y'all work together as a couple, this is what y'all can do. You know,
What look, I'm surprised that Hannah though that you just mentioned them in this chat. I might get them up here very soon. I want you to Hannah Dirt, I want you to email me, JarrettEBank@gmail.com. So I'm gonna get you up here one day and
yeah.
down the road. So
Because I'm gonna
while
tell
we
you, the
have
Hands of the Dirt is a very intelligent brother out there. I always gotta give people their props. Like I sometimes people in YouTube watches you and you don't like a lot of people say you don't know who's watching on YouTube. And Hands of Dirt was the person I wasn't thinking about making my name a brand, right? He was like, man, Microfarm is a brand. I didn't understand the concept when he was talking about the branding, right? Even though I have a
Mhm.
company and everything, but I
Right.
wasn't thinking of Microfarm's company. But then he was like, you know what? Microfarmer soil, Microfarmer's fertilizer, Microfarmer handbook to gardening. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It just rolls off. It speaks for itself. The only thing I'm upset with is when he told me that when I went to go buy the .com that I created. I mean the name I created for this site.
Uh,
They want almost $60,000 for the .com when I could have brought it for $1. But I wasn't thinking when I started my channel. I wasn't
wow.
thinking of getting the .com of the microfarm. At the time, it was $1. It was like from GoDaddy, no domains.com. It
Mhm.
was $1. But as which I want to call the algorithm picked up the name and everybody's talking and I was doing this and da. And when he told me this, I was like, oh, you right, man. Microfarmer soil. Imagine that's in Walmart. Imagine that because right there, microfarmer sells. It's a name. It runs off your mouth. It's easy to remember. I don't care what household you in. Microfarmer. Oh, I know him. Even if you don't know me, you're gonna know me.
See, that's why.
Because
See, that's why I tell people if I you I tell people all the time when they come to my YouTube channel, I say, hey, if I interview someone and you know the person, you really do know the person, you really need to sit down and have
Mhm.
a real conversation behind the YouTuber, behind the person, because you just can't just I can't use the
Yeah,
S word,
but that's
go
what
to that channel and stuff.
that's exactly what I always say. I say the people that you don't have to be breaking bread with them, but if you feel comfortable to say, hey, reach out to me, here go my phone number, talk behind the scenes, because there's a lot of people who might not want to tell you something on these chats like that,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
always get an email, not your personal email, just make an email or something where the people can reach out to you because they might have an idea, they might have heard you, and they're like, have you ever thought of this? And I never thought of making Microfarmer a brand until Hands on the Dirt said it, and I was like, it rolls off the tongue. It's easy. And if you saw that in Walmart on a bag of soil, is a name you can. It will feel like a name you can trust, right? Because it's micro farmer, and it's like simple. It's easy, and even if I had put letters and branding in instead of, it's not hard to brand that name as a fertilizer company or a soil company.
So when you met, have you put it this way, have you met other YouTubers who are in the garden community, or
Oh
have
yeah.
you
hmm I met a whole bunch in the Savannah, the Black Tropical Homestead meet up in Savannah, Georgia. I met Broke Farmer. I met so many YouTubers, garden channels there because they have that every year. I don't know if you're familiar with it. Black Tropicals Homestead in Savannah. They have a
mhm,
meetup. They have a meetup every year in
every year?
Savannah. Yeah.
I was getting invited by Miss T with the T talking about
Yeah, I
are
met
you
her.
coming
I
down?
met
Like,
Miss T with the
I'm
T.
in Georgia, but look, if I can take a trip down to Savannah, I would love to meet all of y'all. But
Yeah.
I'm let y'all handle y'all because I can't get look. What people say, I can't get in go home with this. I can't get in go home with this. So I'm just trying to
Okay.
stay out. I'm just trying to tell me. But anyway, what the when you did the gardening and stuff, what the do you ever get? You ever give other people advice how to start how to start their gardening, and if somebody tell you how they start their own, their what you need, what you need to put in the
On
ground
the
or
grounds,
anything.
the ingredients
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, I do shoot the videos. Like every season, I would show them what I do, how I start my gardens, and how I add adjective fertilizer to the garden, what I use and what I do. I show most stuff that you don't have to grow from seeds. You can use starts from Home Depot and get just as good a success as somebody growing from seeds. But it's great to learn to grow from seeds, and you can use starts. Like if you're really busy, you don't have to feel ashamed by going to Home Depot and buy the plants itself, the little plants, the baby plants. Start like that. There's no shame in that. I know a lot of people want to say like, "Oh, I don't buy starts. I don't use. So I grow my own seeds." Doesn't matter. Just get it done. That's the only thing advice I can give people. I do show people in my videos. If you watch, I show you what I'm doing. I save plants like the ones that goes in the garbage can. Yeah, I'm too big to dumpster dive, but I go ahead and reach in my hand. I ain't going to jump over it. 300 pounds. I ain't going jumping in no dumpster. Might can't get back out. But I do from Tractor Supply to Walmart when these plant companies and they throwing away these plants that don't look great. And when you become a good gardener, you realize they just water. They just putting water on those plants. So these big box companies, they can't sell you a dying plant. So it don't look good. So what they do, the plants don't look good, they put them on clearance or they toss them in the garbage can but all it needs is some nitrogen. It needs a little fertilizer, a little love, and you bring them back. And that's how I got my hibiscus plants. Um, Walmart was tossing them in the garbage can. And I'm like, as a gardener, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, all they need is nitrogen. But see, when you realize the big box stores, they just pushing water. They got the little water wand. That's nothing but water. There's no nutrients in that water. So if it don't look good to the other customers, they don't buy them, and they just toss them. I go get them and trim them up, have some fertilizer, and then I get free plants.
Do
and
you,
that's it.
what different do you collect them when people try to throw things in the trash? Do you ever collect them before they do you ask them that, are you gonna throw them away or
Oh, next most time I don't ask them to go throw it. They already throw them away. I just happen to be just driving by. I mean, if I'm going to Walmart and I see the plants there, because sometimes they'll bring the plant too early, and where I'm at, they bring them out too early. And so some of the cold come back and bang them out, boom. But it's just cold. All I do is cut them back. Long as the root system is still alive, you just cutting that stuff back that's dying, cut it back. And if the root system's there, all you gotta do is throw it and just show them some love, bring them in the house, put them in a tent, a grow tent, and they should survive. A lot of people just, like I said, people who are not gardeners, like especially the Walmart people, a lot of people are not gardeners. They just, it's cosmetic. They just don't realize there's nothing wrong with that plant. It's just that the plant came too early in my climate. Once it might snow, they bring that plant in April, and next thing you know, a cold snap coming here in April and devastating. It looks like it's dying, but it's not. It's just being in shock. So when they toss them in them dumpsters or they toss them in a shopping cart for disposal, it's for the takings. For us, it's for the takings. Now I heard in other states, I'm gonna call it the R word. They don't let people take them. Here, they don't care. They just let you take them. They like, what you gonna do? They're gonna throw it in the garbage. But I heard, in certain other states, they be like, you can't take nothing out the garbage. It is what it is. I'm gonna call it the R word because it seems like that's what's going on. If
yeah.
they see some people like us, getting it, they'll tell us they can't take it. And it's like it's going in the garbage. I don't know.
What the during the um season of the gardening, I mean when you first what was the first what was what was the first fruit or vegetable you ever grown before you start before you start
Corn,
shooting?
corn and potato. No, corn and potatoes. Corn and potatoes was my first crop because people. I mean, I like corn and potatoes because I always was always on a survival tip of a homesteader before I was really a gardening thing. But it was a homestead I did because potatoes have saved our ancestors. Even as a tuber, like say it might not have been the potato that we eat as Idaho potato, but
Mhm.
I realized in the course of mankind, root vegetables saved mankind. Even they was eating from Africa, they was eating them like yams and stuff like that. Those are what we call root vegetables. Um, in Ireland, it was the sweet. I mean, the white potato. You know what I mean? Like potatoes and root vegetables always seem to be surviving force of human mankind. They made soups out of it. They cut the carrots up. They cut potatoes up and made soups and it spread out and fed the family. You know.
Wow.
So that
And
what made me start my first garden. And corn, you can always dry corn and mill it into cornmeal and make you some cornbread.
whether you like the corn on the cob or the actual corn
The actual corn on the cob, grow the corn
okay.
plant. But you can dry those corn and do like our ancestors and mill it into a flour to make you some bread or make you some cornbread, cornmeal. So those were the
See,
first things I did because I was on the mindset of survival.
okay, so I don't want to, well, since it's the, I'll put it this way. Did you, when you, did you pick the corn out up and cook them, or you did leave them, or you let them go to the full potential?
I
Like
let the
after,
corn go to its full potential, sweet,
yeah,
but and then I'll just take them, and then I'll like if we have a lot of them, like a lot, then I'll store some for my family, and then I'll give some to the neighbors and stuff like that. I share because it's only a family of four here. It's me, my wife, and my two twin girls, 11-year-old, and I turned 11 years old
oh,
just last week. So they're 11 years old now, but it's just me, mom and dad, and two twin girls here. So a lot of
you,
stuff I grow is too much.
I'll definitely more. Do you want to let your your daughters or your sons do your follow your footsteps of becoming a gardener, or they want to start they want to start, or they have their own
Nah,
or they don't have their own
nah,
path to go?
nah, they go their own path. But here it goes. The thing that if you for the people that follow my channel, My daughters, they know. You know what I'm saying? So they have the knowledge of raising chickens. They have the knowledge of raising rabbits. They learn
Mm-hmm.
how to go out and work the dirt. I mean the
Mm-hmm.
soil. So they have that skill set as young kids. Now, if they got a spouse in the future or they wanted to do a garden, they have the basic knowledge because they can sound like a lot of the older ones here saying, I grew up a garden with my dad. Um, I raised chickens with my dad. We had chickens. We went out and the chores were to feed the chickens and the rabbits and collect the eggs. They done that, so they know that. My daughter, I mean, some videos are gone now. My one of my daughters, she knows how to use power tools. She helped me repair the chicken coop. She helped me build the pool deck, and she helped me build that pool deck when she was 9 years old, and she was using power tools, drills and saws. So those are memories that my daughter can get out there if she finds a spouse and she know how to use power tools. She know how to use a screwdriver, and she's only 11 years old. She know how to measure and cut. This is from those dads. I tell people, dads are a big part of children's lives. I don't care if it's a girl or a boy. Dads who have some knowledge of something, teach your kids something. Don't let your kid walk up and go, I don't know. I know my dad never showed me. My dad didn't do this. So my daughters have the being around their dad all the time. 'Cause I'm a stay-at-home dad, and I'm retired from the MTA, so I'm retired. I'm not a stay-at-home dad. I'm not a deadbeat like a kept man. I retired, and people thought like, oh, but I retired from the MTA in New York City,
Oh,
and so I'm not.
please
So
tell
when
me
I say
about
I'm a
that.
stay,
Please tell me about that. Please tell me. Tell the
uh,
folks that don't know about that. Please, I want to know. I
I
want.
got the job. I got the job when I was 19 years old. Did 25 years and I'm out. It's a
Mm-hmm.
25-year out job. But what happened was I left early before the retirement age because I had the time. And when my daughters were born from my second wife here, um, that's when child care was crazy. I was like, I'm just gonna be working just to pay a 24-hour babysitter. I mean, because we needed 24 hours. Me and my wife, we both worked the overnight shift. So when we had to leave out here at 4 in the afternoon, we need somebody to get here by 3 o'clock so we can get on the road to go to work and get down to the city. And then she works a 12-hour shift because she's a nurse. And I was working a 11-hour shift because I was doing maintenance and stuff. I was driving a bus and then I went to the maintenance department. So when we get home in the morning, we get home around 9:30 through the traffic, right? And then we're like, man, we tired. So that means we're gonna have somebody to watch the kids when at 9 o'clock until we sleep. So it's like we wasn't gonna raise no children. And when we did look for a babysitter, the lady told me like $3,000 every 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm just
What?
working. I'm just working. Cause it was basically a 24 hours a day job, 7 days. I mean, 5 days a week. You know what I mean? And it was like, because besides the wife having her days off, as a nurse, she was working four on, three off. So it was just basically we was just gonna be paying. And it was like, so I made that phone call, and I was always the guy who invests money. I was always taking out more of my overtime. And when I called the company, and they was like, "Man, you could leave now. You can go. You good." What you mean I'm good? I done put so much money away, I forgot I was putting money away. That's how crazy it was. That's some people's not fortunate to be that way, but I had put so much away that I didn't even know how much I put away. So that's how it goes. And
Do
then
you
have a
love?
wife that's a nurse that's making money that puts the icing on top of the cake.
Mm, okay. Do you love doing what? Do you love being a YouTuber? Or another question is, what would you do if you weren't doing gardening and doing YouTube? What was the next occupation would you be doing if you weren't doing this right now? If you
Glad
weren't doing this
you.
right now,
That's what
what,
it
what,
is. You told you gonna
what
put
was
me on
like
the
a
hot
best?
seat. Let me tell you something. You YouTube destroyed my life because I was buying properties, and YouTube made me start being what you want to call a compulsive property purchaser,
Mhm.
where things were bad, people were losing their jobs, and people was getting laid off, and somebody, I'm not gonna mention names, but people thought I was a vulture, but I wasn't a vulture. I was just opportunist. But people say that's a vulturist. Like you lost your land through tax situations, whatever. I was on YouTube where I set my computer up to bid for your property. Like it'll come up on auction, and they have these automated things where so-called AI, right? I could type in the property I want, the ones I'm interested in, and I'll just type in a number, and I'll just beat somebody out by $5. Like they'll say starting bid $100. So if you put $100, I go 105. You go 110, I go 150. And I would make it to where a person would be upset because they don't know, because I'm always going to outbid them. But I do have a certain limit, but you don't know that limit because the computer is bidding for me while I'm asleep. And I wake up in the morning and win, because you don't know how much I'm willing to pay for it, because you don't know who keep bidding $5 above you. And if you go $20 above, I go that 5 over there. You go 20, I go 5, 25. You go there, I go another. It's just I'm beating you by $5. and, and those are the little things I learned in life, where the computer can bid for you while you sleep. That's why people say you're not making no money. If you ain't making no money in your sleep, you're poor. And I was making money in my sleep. When I was sleeping, the computer was doing the bidding for me. Kid you not.
Wow.
So I got. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna give you this little gem. I'm gonna tell you this gem. It's gonna blow your mind. You know how they say, how people say, won't he do it? It was a lakefront. It was a lakefront property in Arkansas on the lake. I saw it came up for back. Some person probably died, whatever. Went back to the state. The state was selling it, right? I typed in how much I wanted to pay for it. Went to sleep, lay down, got up in the morning, went down to the downstairs office and stuff. It says, you have won the bid. Like, what bid I'm winning? Half an acre lakefront property on the lake. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Less than a hairstyle. I won that, a half an acre of land, a quarter of acre land, not a half acre, quarter acre land on the front of the lake and Lake Gear in Arkansas for $275. So that land is paid in full for $275. I got the deeds, and that's what I was doing. I was getting land less than a pair of sneakers, bro, a good pair of Jordans, land that I can pass down to my family. And that was it. And a lot of people are doing it. And this is in the Midwest, what we don't call the Midwest, or what y'all call the Midwest, I think it's called. And yeah, for $275, paid for. This is where people, like our grandparents, was getting land and hope to pay land off. I'm paid off land for $275 to pass down to my kids. So all you gotta do is pay the taxes on it, which now we have a house on it now and everything on it, but we're renting it out as an Airbnb. It's just, who's somebody? Oh yeah, South Bend. Yeah, somebody just put that up there. Oh yeah, Brazilian Dad, South Bend. I got that. You gotta watch that video. That video's still on my thing. $5,000 house in South Bend, Indiana. And I had shot that video. So thank you, our Brazilian Dad. Yeah, so he's in here. Yeah, so tell you, it's so much money out here, y'all. It's we got to stop coming late to the parties, y'all. It's just it's sad that we continue. Some of us continue how we broken. It's just how bad you want it. That's how you can't keep complaining. It's like, did you do anything to improve yourself in the morning? That's what I do every day. Try to figure something to improve yourself every day. That's how I do it. So you say you're gonna put me on a hot seat? So come on, put some more.
Wait a minute, 275,000 for what a lake house?
Quarter acre. No, 5,000 for a house in Indiana, South Bend, because they're actually redeveloping South Bend, Indiana. So it was an area that was like it went down. Now they're rebuilding. And a lot of us who's gonna get our tax returns, and I can say this in this live, go check it out. South Bend, Indiana. Yes, it has a bad reputation. But if anybody's close to it, find out they redeveloping the area. So it ain't what they call gentrification. It's basically you're gonna miss the boat. Because I showed y'all and I showed the people, it's a video on my thing about that house and buying the land next to it. Because it was tearing down the houses because it was, it went this way, y'all. You know what I mean? Shootings and all kind of nonsense. And just 10 blocks down, they building $400,000 townhouses in condos and stuff. Because they coming this way. And you just got to be one of them pioneers to get back in there and start worrying about the shootings and stuff that's going on. Because eventually you're going to push those people out. And then we cry, what is it called? Gentrification? It's not. The money's it's there. We're not going back down. The people that got a little couple of coins, you're not going back there. There's other people being pioneers. Like we don't have no more what they call oxens and chuck wagons.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming back to South Bend. See, we keep worrying about the past. It's the future that you got to see the future, people. You have to see in your own states. There are areas that you probably can say, Gary, that you remember, toe down. Now it's $1 million homes sitting over there. It used to be a farm over there, and now they done tore the farm up and put what 4, 5 beautiful homes there. We just gotta understand the mindset got to change, And I noticed that, anybody who started a YouTube world channel, don't worry about the drama. People's not gonna like you regardless. If you're successful in what you do, they're not gonna like you. I remember with Garrett when you started.
I
Some people
thought,
just didn't like you at one time, and then you still you stayed fast, you steadfast, and you feel it. You could tell people you was getting nonsense comments, and you stayed in it. You know, so that's my
since
my.
you since you asked me that question, I started my channel on the Bit channel September 28th, 2022. And yeah, I had a it's well I didn't get no I didn't get into the person, but I made a video about just talking about daily life and everything.
Mhm.
And then one comment was a bad comment and said that he wanted to end my career, but I don't have a career. I want another person. All I did was delete the comment and I just kept going. Here I am 2 years later.
That's it.
2 years later, I went from doing everything on the Bit channel, from
Mhm.
interviews to daily live to bring people up on my channel. I said, shoot, I'm bringing up the interview channel and let them have on its own thing. And now, the Bit channel is on the way to 2K.
Yeah.
Thank God. I'm way up on the 2K. So I'm working on that. And this one to get to 200. So I'm working hard trying to get my
Yeah.
stuff. I also, all y'all in here, ARD, Kick on the Roots, who else? Hayden the Third. I want y'all to go over to my main channel
Mhm.
and find the live that said New Year, New Gear. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't telling nobody what I did. So I just want y'all to go over Jared Talk, the main channel, find the video, find the live that said Jared New Year, New Gear. And that's my brand. So I started
Okay.
my thing. So
Yeah.
I'm just taking one day at a time and no hurry. So that's 2 years in the making. Hey,
Yeah, but see,
so
but
I
besides the garden channel, is that I always say for people who want to start a channel, there's gonna be people not gonna like you. It's like kicking. I see kicking roots. Like we both do shorts and stuff. My shorts. If you watch my shorts have a meaning to them. My shorts are not just for fun. My shorts are not has nothing to really to do with me personally. It's things I take off of Instagram and I bring it over to the YouTube channel just to give a message. And some people get the message, some people don't. It's like you have to learn and don't give up when you get bad comments. You get the nonsense coming across you. Stick with
Mhm.
it. Be yourself. The hardest part for a brand new YouTuber to start their channel that you're listening is try to connect with good people because everybody always think because you don't say me and you started together, right? Me and Gary. You always see me and Gary together, right? And then one day you don't see us. Doesn't mean we had a fallout. See, a lot of people like that negative stuff, and it's not that we had a fallout. It's just that
Right.
we had a moment. Hey, we came through YouTube together. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing, and everybody's just assuming because they don't see you no more with that individual. There's got to be drama. There's no drama. There's no drama because people, when they didn't see me on the chat no more, they didn't see me on the Wind Down Wednesday. No, they thought we had a problem. We don't have a problem.
Now,
It's just that friends and people is going to go on about their lives and keep moving. And it doesn't
mhm.
mean you got beef because you don't see them no more. Don't just assume because the person you don't see them on their channel no more, or their lives no more, that they had a problem with each other. It's just that things might change in their life, or it's just like I say. people come in your life for a reason, a season, and something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just that. It's just that. So, stop looking for the drama and the problems. I have watched you grow. I seen Kick It with Roots grow. I seen Roots. Oh Lord, I'm forgetting the girl's darn name. Roots. Her best friend. The girl. What's the girl? She do the exercise with. She's her best friend. Oh my God.
Wellness, you mama
No, no, no,
doing
no. The
good.
Roots. The young girl. The young girl. The teacher. Oh Lord.
Drea?
Yeah, Drea. I remember when
Drea.
Drea started. I remember when Drea started her videos and stuff out there, learning how to swim and stuff. And she
Yeah.
was going, doing her painting and stuff.
She's doing her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now she's doing interviews with music musicians and stuff like that. I'm like, I've
Hmm.
seen Sleazy, all these people, I've seen them. Sleazy got the mental health thing going. People don't understand because you don't see people over it doesn't mean they're not watching you. It doesn't mean that they left you alone like you had a problem with them. It's not that. It's just that I'm busy, business owner, it's just family man, and like I got things to do. It's like YouTube. Yes, you saw a lot of me during the lockdown, and
Hmm.
then I got caught up in this, not liking it. Then I was like, I gotta back up. I gotta back off. That's why I said when you see people, yes, there you go, Drea Lashley. Yes, those are the people you gotta understand. People are busy, they busy. So a lot of channels are just left because hey, their lives got busy. It's not that they got tired of it. It's just that they can't fit in their schedule. And if you're a YouTuber doing this, it's hard. It's hard to come up with ideas. It's hard yeah. Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's
It's
sleazy. Like I
really
said,
up.
yeah. It's just hard to come up with stuff. So some people are not creative, like that. So they're not that they left, they just don't put no more videos out because they done said everything they probably thought they could say. It's hard to come up with content, y'all. It's very hard. But you try to connect with good people. Like people call me. And like you said, reach out to me. And I might not do videos no more, but I got some good ideas for videos that I don't see that's going on because Wednesday, I'll be with Joy, Joy in the Garden. She wanted a subject to talk about. I said, I'm good. I'll come up. That's another thing. If you're available, people, and you have some new YouTubers that's in your community or around your community, is offering them your help to come up on their lives and give them support to get the hardest thing is to get your first 100. Everybody's been it. To get your first 100 subscribers is a bang up, baby. It's the worst. Nobody's watching your videos. You thinking that you're just wasting your time. It just takes time. And that first 100 is the worst, y'all. I
I feel you.
and just hook up with some good people as possible. They don't need to, they can hold your hand for a little bit. Don't get mad if you get with somebody and then you feel that they got busy. They didn't get busy. They just was holding your hand for a little time to get you going. And then they go like your mother when they push you to kindergarten and they push you in the back of your book bag and push you in the classroom and say, all right, it's your time to go to kindergarten. That's what it is, baby. She done babied you up through pre-K. Now kindergarten, you're on your own. Go in the classrooms. Bye, baby. And that's it. That's how some YouTubers are. They not going to hold your hand through the whole process. They're going to get you through the door, and now it's on you now to do what you do.
Yeah, that's what I felt. Look, that's what I felt when like Jordan Motivator walked me on his channel and he taught me how to be myself, and he took me on his wing and helped me to go be the person where I'm at now. And
Yeah.
I had to bring him up on my channel and like literally thank him face to face. Like, hey, yo, I want to thank you for helping me to start my channel because I didn't want to just sit at home and sit in front of the TV playing my game all day long. I want to meet new people and I want my channel to grow stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I said, every time I go live, I always mention the people
Yeah.
I mentor and I mean they mentor me. So
Yeah.
that's what I do. But as we leave out of here, you got any for one? Do anybody in this chat have any questions for Michael Farmer before we leave out of here? And if we do, I want Mircofarmer. Yeah, I found thought in that kind of stuff. So it get by 5 minutes. If you got any questions for Mircofarmer, please type it in the comments and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And plus, my big channel, so I can go to my next goal. So let's give 5 minutes. If y'all got any questions first, and then I'll go ahead and get.
Yep.
Uh,
Offer your services. That's what I tell anybody in this industry or YouTube. I didn't never come in here to make a dollar from it. I came here, like you said, to make see people, see what they was doing, people get some inspiration from other people. And it was never my goal to make a dollar from it. I never monetized. So I don't come in the YouTube channel thinking you're gonna get rich off of here. That's not gonna happen. I mean, for some people it does. It's like playing a lottery. Some people can do what they do, but I always tell people just be yourself. The drama's gonna come regardless if you like it or not. It's going to come. I don't. You could be speaking positive. You could be a Christian channel. The drama is going to come to the front door, and don't pay it no mind. Don't let the people get you out of character because if that's not you, don't do it. Now that's me all day. I can get out of character, but for other people, don't do it because it's just gonna upset you and make you actually give up because you paying attention to them negative Nancy's and Bobbies and stuff. Don't listen to them. That would make me mess myself up. I'm telling you from my experience, where I let certain people get to me and I shut my whole channel down. I deleted all the videos. I shut it down. This is 5 times. I'm on 5th time on YouTube. I've been on YouTube 5 times. I left and people like, what are you doing, man? People miss you. You know, da, da, da. And it gets you because you're human. It does. Your armor, you start, your armor need repairing because I kid you not, a lot of pebbles start breaking that armor down. And then you
mhm.
realize, you still got to keep going. You just can't give up. And that's it. If you're not a strong person, YouTube will make you a strong person after a while. If you don't give up, you will learn to just look at people and not take my advice from my dad. Why would you think anything different? A lot of people don't want to see success. They don't want to see a successful marriage. They don't. I could talk about my wife. Oh, he always talk about his wife. Oh, his wife is all that. My God, man. Like, like, why is you mad because I speak about my wife, how accomplishment? I think a man or a wife who speaks about the accomplishment of their spouse or that's their other, why are you hating? Go get you somebody to talk about, that not negative, but positive, you know. And I realize that. And you just can't go through it does wear you down because you're human. It does wear you down. And your own family members will wear you down. Your bloodline will wear you down. Oh, she thinks she's better than us. I trust me, I've been in those worlds and I know what I'm talking about because I lived it. And I tell people, if you breathe every day, you're gonna learn something. Okay, the time you stop learning something is when you go in that ground. If you still above ground, you're gonna learn something every day, y'all.
Well, I'm glad you got that family, Mark. I'm happy for that. One last question. You have any? I know you're got me, but do you have any advice for me as I continue on with my interview
And Garrett, let me tell you,
journey
Garrett,
or my big
I
channel kind of
seen you
thing?
come a long way, Garrett. And you know what you always been? You've been yourself, man. And just continue to be yourself. And that's where the love is coming from. People love genuine people, man. And people are not gonna like it, bro. But as long as you be yourself, your tribe is gonna find you. You're gonna realize the 2,000 or 3,000 people that watches your channel, the 500 or 600 people, or the 6, 7, 8 people constantly. It gives you. You don't have to look at other people's stuff. If 7 people comment in your thing, that's good. If 2 people always comment in your stuff, you inspiring somebody. That don't look at somebody else's numbers and say,
Okay.
damn, I wish I should be there. No, your people, and that's what's gonna keep you motivated. Even if you do a live and only 7 people all the time in it, just keep at it. They coming. They coming. It's just people know phoniness when they see it. They gonna realize this ain't for them. They'll stay over there for a little bit and then they gone. They gone. And people not gonna like you. Some people not gonna like your success. And you've been successful at this. I mean, think you had some, it's great that you had some what you had mentors that followed you, people that protected you, people that came to your defense when things were going crazy with you. And those are the people, the day one people, man. That's how you do it. And when every chance you get, you give them people their flowers. That's what I do. Everybody who helped me across the decks, I give them their flowers. Even Roots, she'll see. I'm in her comments. I love it. As I'm always sitting up in their lives and stuff. No. But when I see something, I say, hey, I like what y'all doing. Hey, nice trip. Blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. You just got to get people that helped you along the way. They flowers while they're alive. There's nobody on YouTube gonna say they did it by themselves. I'm sorry. That's a bunch of crap. You didn't do it by yourself. It took people. It took a tribe. Even if they was here a long time or a short time, it took a tribe to get you where you at. It took people. And that's it. That's all I can give you, the best advice there. But just be you, man, because you always been yourself. Every video I seen, every person you came into their lives, you was just yourself. And people say, hey, Jarrett, hey, you over there, you up there in the mornings with Well Fugal Mama, you out there with the workout videos, you pop up. And that's how people gonna love you for you, man, because you just genuine like that. So I appreciate you got me up on your live, man. I appreciate it because it's been a while because you finally got around to me, man. You finally got around to me.
Yeah,
Because
fine.
you asked me about 2 years ago.
See, the thing was, I was supposed to have you last year.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
last year.
supposed to have you last year. That didn't
Mhm.
turn out well. I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
you you
Yeah.
you were supposed to come after Beard. No, yeah, you were supposed to come after Rooster. You were supposed to come
Okay.
after Rooster, and then Beard come after hit you, and then
Yeah.
oh man,
That's okay, because here it goes, man. I tell everybody,
I
and
was
people
like, I
that
was
know
on a
me,
roll. I was on a
you're
roll.
going to bump heads with certain people that you don't even know and never met. So don't feel bad. Um, it's gonna be that way, and it's not impersonal because I always say to myself, how in the world can you not like somebody you never met?
That's true.
But I learned in life, you just gonna bump heads with people regardless. It's just like it is what it is. Don't wish nobody no bad harms. All I just ask person, if you don't like me, just say why you don't like me, because I don't know. Because did I offend you some way? Because sometimes you can offend somebody without even knowing you offended them. And if they not big enough to say, hey, I felt this certain way, they just got in their feelings, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not mad. Everybody can say I'm not. I don't try to be disrespectful to nobody since I've been on YouTube, unless you disrespected me in some fashion. But then I learned not to do that no more because it can hurt your brain. Here it goes. My boy Hands of Dirt. I did a live and I went off where I thought the FBI was gonna knock on my door in 30 minutes. And he called me and told me to take the video down. I was gonna be a stubborn dude. Nah. I done threatened people to do harm, bodily harm, and all that nonsense, right?
Mhm.
But see, a true person that got your best interest is gonna tell you, man, you need to take that down. That's not good look for your video. That's not good look for your channel. That's a true person. I don't need no yes man around me. I need somebody to keep me in check because I might
Yeah,
not
let
see
me
that train coming down the road.
look sign me up because I didn't want to let keep me a check on my video because I can't be
Yeah.
posting everything up here.
Yeah, because
Let
that's
sign me
another
up.
thing. That's my good advice for the last advice for the day. It's 8 minutes after the hour. Let me tell y'all something. Here go the last advice of the day. Don't have yes men around you. If they agree everything you do and they rocking with everything you do and they see you did wrong and they still say I'm with you, I'm rocking with you, and knowing you wrong, yeah, those ain't your friends. Friends gonna tell you when you're wrong. They might not say it in front of everybody else, but when y'all get to the side, bro, you was wrong. You a little over the board. And that's what I love about true friends. Friends gonna tell you when you're screwing up. They're not gonna be kissing your butt and just go yeah. Nah. True friends gonna tell you when you're screwing up. You messed up your
Right.
marriage, you messed up your relationship, you messed up your YouTube channel by saying some stuff that you
Mhm.
don't supposed to be talking about. You're showing too much cleavage, you're showing too much of this and the third. That true friend is going to tell you what's going to hurt you. And it's just out of love. That's how I feel about it. If you see me doing something crazy, please pull me to the side, email me, and say, hey, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't need no yes man in your campground. Yeah, I'm saying right now. But
And
y'all
ask,
take care.
and
Garrett,
ask
I
for that.
love it, man. Thank you so much for this interview, man.
There's
Appreciate it.
no, there's no problem. I'm glad for you to come up here and took the time off your busy schedule. My goodness. I mean, being a dad and being a father to the kids and everything. Thank you for letting me know about the gardening world. Cause even though my mom wanted to
Garrett,
know all the
man, I'm gonna tell
conversation
you something.
about it. So, I want to
God
thank you
is
for coming
good,
up
man.
here and
Today
tell
was
me
you.
everything about it. So,
God is good. 'Cause today was you because it was supposed to be 10, but you changed up, so it was cool. Then Wednesday, I'm over with Joy in the Garden, and then
mhm.
Thursday, I'm talking to a young lady on another business, a podcast of women health. She's a tea lady because I'm a tea guy, and
Okay,
we're going to be doing a podcast and actually teaching, hopefully teaching classes here
okay,
in my city with a young lady. I'm 57, I believe she's in her early 30s or late 30s, and
mhm.
God's just been good, been putting people in place where it's connecting now. You know, you don't think it's connecting, but he's been putting little people in connections. And as a young lady, we're going to do a podcast and actually teaching the classes. I do CBD stuff, and she does women health with teas, like women health
Okay,
with menstruals and their issues and stuff like that. So that's going to be a podcast, hopefully in the next month or so, where we
okay.
just getting out the logistics of how we're going to do this, bringing men health and women health through teas, through natural remedies. Like a lot of teas can help men with their issues. I mean, a lot of us don't. A lot of us men don't drink teas, and we don't look at a lot of good healthy stuff in teas.
Right,
But
right,
and so if she has a man, it's like she's gonna have a man, an older man who's 57, talk about after 50, men after 50, what to look for, things that men don't want to talk about. So I'll talk about it because I don't have a shame. Talk about it. You know, your health, and there's a lot of stuff that I could tell people about, but that's not your channel, but that's her channel, whatever. But I tell people, sometimes you can be clean externally, but internally you're dirty. It's just that's the men thing. We'll talk about because I told her she was like, "You're right. Yeah, your man look good. He smells good. He's sharp. His haircut's nice. He's physique, but his insides are dirty. You could be his insides. No, seriously,
right. I hear you. I
his,
hear you. I
his
hear
insides are dirty, and a lot of women have the same issue. They cute from the out, but the insides of them are dirty. And a lot of women now getting into the inner health, the inner health. Forget about the lashes and the hair and makeup and nails done. Y'all, the ladies know what I'm talking about. That's over here. They know what I'm talking about. They go in them bathrooms and you smelling certain things. You're like, hey, she look cute, but her internals are dead and stinking. They dying inside. And men are the same way. We just don't say nothing, man. But I'm gonna talk
you. We
about
don't.
it.
We don't.
I'll be your huckleberry. I'll talk about it. You know.
Uh,
So
but thanks for coming up here, man. I'm glad you took time off and everything. I will definitely have you up here
yeah,
very soon again if you're free, and I appreciate that. So
yeah.
and other than that, I'm let you go. I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, and I'm going to end this live. And I'll see you soon. All right.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir.
God
Yes, sir. All right. Y'all, that's Michael Farmer. That was amazing interview. I really appreciate. I am honored to get to know the man behind Michael Farmer. He is amazing. He's a great YouTuber. He's a great gardener, all that stuff. Great father, all that stuff. And it was an honor to meet him. So and according like the people that came in the chat, excuse me, Hands in the Dirt. I would definitely have him. I would love to have Hands in the Dirt up here very very soon. If they still in here, Hands in the Dirt. I want you to email me Jarrett E Banks at gmail.com. So I want you to email me when you're free. I'm trying to get this in February. So I am honored to have him. I'm glad to have Michael Farmer up here. My next guest, my next guest will not until the 18th. So at 6 p.m. I just talked to her. She's amazing. I used to hang out with her in her lives and everything else. She's a she's sweet. She's sweet. I mean, one time sweet, she's sweet. So I'm gonna have her on the 18th at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and then on Monday, and then on Monday, I'm going to have like I said in the first interview when I had officer up here. You know, like I will have another officer on my channel. Now this one is not from Georgia, he is actually from Missoula, Missouri. So if you like to listen about cops and how they run in Missouri, come through. If you don't, I understand that you just go ahead and share it out and let them know it can be a good interview. But that's gonna be at 10:15 now. That's gonna be at 10:15 because I couldn't get him at 6 o'clock because he probably he worked the night shift. So I'm trying to get him out of the way at 10:15 on Monday, and then I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get the interviews out the way. I think the 31st, and then the 1st of February. That'll be good. So, and that y'all, I will let y'all know that I'm off until the 26th on the big channel. So when I get back on the 26th, there'll be something. No, I'm sorry, the 27th. I'm sorry, the 27th. When I get back on the 27th, it will be a good day live on the bit channel, and then after that, we'll be back on doing interviews. So other than that, Hanging Dirt, if you're still listening, make sure you email me Jarrett ebanks@gmail.com. Let me know when you're free and everything, and I'll push it everybody come up here. Shout out to Beard for winning his award and everything. So everything else. So I see y'all on the 18th, 6 p.m. on this channel. And I'm guaranteed it's gonna be a good live. So we're gonna have Gigi Natural Homestead on this channel at 6 p.m. All right. Peace.